said I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then he with the back then, used to out the zip.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard
line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 66 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Watch out. We're going to 54.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott from the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Cooper was the target there. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Prescott down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Prescott to throw it. And that will be incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returnable for Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 57 yards. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Myers' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the turn. We're going to 53. 66.
Now Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. Cooper was the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, turn it up. Hey, 0-0-0. Check. Slam.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
46. Then we're going to 53.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Right there.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Touch 50, touch 50. 14, 10, 12. Alert. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, alert.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
27.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes, and at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's got it at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers, and a route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill. So we're going to 53. Check three.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go, 47. 54. Hey, keep it up. Right there. 54, right there.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott. And now here's another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Check 3, check. Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. One left. Show it.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, alert 3.
3rd and long for Prescott. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Everson Griffin, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Now it's Lockett. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points. points.
And to get a little more cushion. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang. Here we go. Move the team. Watch one. I'm going to come back. Go. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Joker. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shit.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. This is Penny, and an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Check 26, check 26.
26. First down, Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Everson Griffith in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. In that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
58, right over there. Yeah.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. He's crashing. He's checking. 25.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go. Switch. Check 3. 14, Friday.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So we're again symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Prescott to throw this time. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check three. Big Ed.
To throw is Prescott. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
36 power.
Second and 12 at the 24-yard line.
18. Good job right there. Good job right there. 14. Wide. Hey, easy.
On second and 12, Wilson. Dorsett's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Seahawks on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
40. Watch the shit. Hey, alert. Still got 4 down. One left.
To throw again is Wilson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
He's checking. 47. Crash. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Delano Hill. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 23-yard line.
Wilson wants to throw it. He'll find Metcalf. 30. The 20. 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
58 to Mike. 58, boys, 58, 58. We're going to 54.
On third down, it's Pollard, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Sponge. There we go. Kill. Echo. Check 31. Pick the edge. Come.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
No pass. Hey, alert. Check guy. He's coming. All go special. Show 14.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Buying time to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
The Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Quick, the team. All go special. Hey, zero. Combo. It's a party now. Front left. All go special. Mike 3. Let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
Cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the night.